Okay, so for all of you out there who know me, my name's Jess, I'm 22, and I've been a sufferer of anxiety disorder, panic disorder, and depression for 5 years. I first suffered anxiety when I fell pregnant with my beautiful little girl, Ruby Lee. My anxiety arose from postnatal depression from after having my beautiful little girl. My first panic attack was when I was 17 years old. It was actually a very horrible situation. I didn't know what was happening to me, as everyone who has a panic attack is very scared because that's what happens. I was then taken to hospital and being told, oh, you have anxiety, panic attacks. I didn't know what it was, so I guess, yeah. But the moral of my video is that I thought I was alone when I had anxiety and panic attacks, but I'm not alone. There's a lot of people who have it, but there's a lot of people who don't talk about it because they're embarrassed. But don't be embarrassed. I get hate for it all the time, but it doesn't mean that it's something to be embarrassed about. A mental illness is nothing to be ashamed of. It's actually something that you need to talk to someone about because it'll just get worse. I thought, oh, mine won't get worse, I won't talk to anyone about it, it'll be fine. And what do you know, mine got really, really bad and I was hospitalised and just horrible things. You need to speak to someone and tell them what's going on, because at the end of the day, you need to live your life, and by bottling everything inside and not telling anyone about what's happening, and just, it's ruining your life. Like, I'm 22 years old now and I still have panic attacks. I have anxiety really bad. I don't go into shopping centres. I hardly even speak to people in the outside world. I'm a very, I just stay inside my own bubble kind of thing. I don't really talk to many people. I have a beautiful 5-year-old daughter who is my world, and I guess I got a lot better because I realised that I had to be better for my little girl. I'm far from cured from anxiety. Like, I don't ever think that I will be cured from anxiety. I have one of the worst anxiety disorders in the world, and it's not that you're cured from it, but you learn to manage it better. These days when I have a panic attack, I just breathe and I'm okay. But back then I would call the ambulance and I'd say, I'm dying, you know, I'm dying. And the ambulance, eventually they ended up telling me and getting like counselling. Counselling's great. I went to counselling and that helped me so much. Don't bottle it inside and don't not tell anyone, because it is a serious condition, and without telling people it's just going to get worse. I'm here for you. There's a lot of people that would sit there and speak to you about anxiety and depression and any mental illness. It's not nothing to be ashamed of. I've been ashamed of it heaps of times, but it's nothing to be ashamed of. The people who make it like you feel like you can to be ashamed of it, they're obviously people who have never experienced it and don't know what they're talking about. They just think that you're lying or that you're mental or whatever, but at the end of the day they don't know nothing, and don't let people like that belittle you. I'm gonna finish with the video here, but this is a video to tell everyone that you really need to get out there and tell people about your mental illness, and don't be ashamed of it. Like, I was ashamed of it, but there's no point being ashamed of it. You've got it. Like, you're not going to get rid of it unless you get help. Okay guys, well, I don't normally make videos, so yeah, but I just really feel like I need to tell people that don't be ashamed of your anxiety and get out there and get some help.